from the rejuvenated Gaslamp Quarter in downtown San Diego, MLB The Show has baseball from Petco Park. We've got an NL Western Division showdown tonight between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Blake Snell gets the start for San Diego in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, the key for Blake Snell is getting him out on that mound every 5 days. He's had some injuries over the course of his career, but there's no doubting the stuff. He's another guy, upper 90s fastball, good curveball. His slider's gotten a lot better, and he'll mix in an occasional changeup. This guy has a chance to be a dynamic pitcher every time he takes the mound.
And now here is Raimel Tapia. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Guys, the Swingin' Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Game time temperature, a comfortable 76 degrees. Here comes the 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, DeRosa, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Batting third.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Trevor Story in this one. He's working on his 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 276 the average coming in for him. 18 homers to go along with 52 RBIs. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. After it is Myers. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Austin Gomber will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Now to the plate, Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters' meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
Here comes the 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average coming in at 266. 13 home runs, 39 driven in. Windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
He takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatís Jr. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
Here comes the 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Down the left field line and deep. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Padres down in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Previous history with Blake Snell, an impressive 4 for 7. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Up with it, Caratini. And the throw is in time. Story is retired, and there's 1 away. Here's C.J. Cron now. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Now a swinging bunt. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Batting 6. The catcher, number 35.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the catcher, Elias Diaz. From the belt, the pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Drilled down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You pump 2 of them in there. You're ahead in the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Standing in now, Colton Welker. 0-1 the count. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Lifted down the line in left. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Here's the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Cron at second. Desmond on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 2 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. and in steps Manny Machado. Put up solid power numbers in the first half and currently sits in fourth place in the battle for the home run crown.
Yeah, and if he continues to swing the bat the way he's been doing it, Matty, all season long, I wouldn't be shocked if he took over the top spot by season's end.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. Two balls and two strikes now. The 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. Ready with another 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
So here's Will Myers. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He enters play here at 288 and even 20 home runs and 65 RBIs. The 1-0. A ball and two strikes now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
One out, nobody on. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
At the plate now, Jose Martinez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The windup and the 0-1.
No, that's down.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
Got him swinging, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll move to the third with no score.
a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time.
Back now in San Diego, home of the Padres, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. With one of the best team ERAs in the league, it's pretty clear they command a lot of attention and praise. Before the game, one pitcher told me that he thinks their success comes in large part due to their strikeout abilities, a category where they also rank near the top of the league. He said even when we do get ourselves into trouble, most of us can dial up a strikeout and help get ourselves out of it. And that makes a huge difference over the course of a season. Power arms and nasty stuff. Apparently that is the key to pitching, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. This one's flared out toward left. And Tatís is there for route number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Striding in for the Rockies, Raimel Tapia. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter, Tapia. A 27-year-old normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. And he misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Third inning, no score to this point. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Now batting, number 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. The 2-1. Fouled away. Fouled off. Now another 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Victor Caratini. His prior history versus this arm, small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 0-1 delivery. Pitch out, nothing doing. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Grisham aboard here at first with nobody out. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
The 2-2. Right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
In now, Blake Snell as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Attempt here as he gets this one down to second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So now to the plate, Tommy Pham as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon to match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking at his career totals, Blackmon is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit to first. Oh, behind the back. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Trevor Story steps in now. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's low.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. That's taken for a called strike 2.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up the big first baseman, C.J. Cron. Now here it comes.
1-0.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
2-1 now.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's good.
Hey!
Another 1-2 delivery. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tapia comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, the shortstop, Fernando Tatís Jr.
So bases are empty with one out now. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatís Jr. And now the first pitch.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
1-1. Sliced hard on the ground. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Number 13, Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Now at the plate, here is Will Myers. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is low, ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now the 2-0. 2-1 to count. Has a look, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
So a full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Machado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded to third, right to him. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Rockies' offense with Colorado's manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Number 35, Elias Diaz.
First offering on its way. Elias Diaz swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
2-2 to the Colorado catcher. The 2-2.
3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Myers moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. Now at the plate is Ian Desmond. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Martinez is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Colton Welker.
Digging in next, Colton Welker. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch on its way.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready now is Jose Martinez as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. First pitch coming, here it is. Down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Grounded back up the middle. Story scoops it up. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The center fielder, number 2.
Now one down with the bases empty. And that brings up Trent Grisham. First pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, inside.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Fastball just missed above the zone. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, can't get on first base if you strike out.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He collected a base hit his first time up. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it misses. 3-1 now. Three and 2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Inside, he misses. Ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off for the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Now you see the Colorado skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Yency Almonte takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Blake Snell will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
Yeah.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Padres leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip. Chris Owings will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 12, Chris Owings.
On its way is pitch number 75. Into right field. That's a base hit. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
To the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Three and 1 to the Rockies left fielder.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Joe Musgrove will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Garrett Hampson will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. from the stretch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Machado is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The right fielder, number 19.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. From the stretch.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
The 0-1 delivery. Owings over at second. Tapia is over at first with one away. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
So 1-2 on its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. One left for Colorado. Still no score. Darwinzon Hernandez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Pham. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. He's set. Here it comes. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Two balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0. High in the air out to center field. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake.
So next to bat will be Jake Cronenworth. He flew out in his last debut. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
One and one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Blackmon is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Up next is Fernando Tatís Jr. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Padres down in order. We are still scoreless. And stepping in, Trevor Story. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. He's a .375 hitter. First offering.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Ro, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw. Runner back safely. The 0-1 on its way. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Elias Diaz the next to hit, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch coming, here it is. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Nope.
Fastball well outside. Story on second, prone at first with no outs. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Pham is there, and he has it for the out. Next up is Ian Desmond. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. He's set and the pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Desmond brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0.
Ball 3. 3-0.
First and second now, one man out. And he finally gets this one over for strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next, here is Colton Welker. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. He waits, now the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Matt Raw.
Josh Fuentes will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now.
Now back, left fielder.
Next, it'll be Raimel Tapia. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got a 3-for-5 line. Now the first pitch. Fouled away. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The pause and the 0-2. Second and third, 2 away. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. Colorado's out in front, 2-0. Robert Stevenson gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
Number 29, Robert.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Count now, a ball and a strike. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's Will Myers as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nope. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
He loses him on ball 4.
The batter, the first baseman.
Now it'll be Jose Martinez. Prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 4. From the stretch. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Myers stands at first with 1 out. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Trent Grisham. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here comes the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jacob Barnes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jurickson Profar will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Stepping up is Garrett Hampson. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up. First pitch on its way, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. Now this will rattle up against the wall, and he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Charlie Blackmon is at the plate as he watches ball 1. This winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 2 for 4. No one out with a runner at second. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Next, it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies. Trevor Story singled in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Ready with the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. One out and a runner on third. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Now the 1-0.
Hey.
Men on third with two down. Swing and a liner. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Rockies strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Carlos Estevez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 54, Carlos Estevez.
Now into the box, Victor Caratini for his career in this matchup. He's 2 for 4.
Victor Caratini.
He's set. Here it comes. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Jurickson Profar digs in next, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Pitch on the way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Tommy Pham, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0. 3-1 to the Padres left fielder.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
At the plate now is Jake Cronenworth. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating off-speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run, 3-run lead. That's exactly what this guy has a chance to do. Hand it to that monster in the 9th with a 2-run lead.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Pham is off at first with 2 away. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Two and 1.
1 strike.
Pham's off and running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And a leap, but it's over his head at second. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. Rockies lead it 2-0. Here's Johnson. Enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the catcher, Elias Diaz. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No touchdown.
Johnson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Now the 1-0. This ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the pitch. 2-2 the count. Grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So the next to bat will be Ian Desmond. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, that's down.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now got it. Third baseman, Colton Welker.
Next to dig in, Colton Welker, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 0-1.
Ball. Look out, 1-1.
On the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Michael Toglia will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Michael Toglia.
From the stretch. Here comes the 0-1. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Hey, DeRo, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
At the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set with the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Ball, 1 strike.
Two outs here with a runner at third. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-1 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pham gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. A run for the Rockies in the inning, and it comes via the RBI triple. Last chance coming up for the Padres. It's now a 3-0 Colorado lead. Michael Givens comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Colorado, number 60, Michael Givens.
So now into the box is Fernando Tatís Jr. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The 0-2 home. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Manny Machado. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Inside ball.
Will Myers is on deck. Three and one, here it is. 3-2.
We got 3-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
He spoils another one and will do it again. The next 3-2. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch home, and he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next, it'll be Will Myers. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Machado, base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
In now, Jose Martinez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He went down on strikes last time up. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to the plate, and he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
Luis Guillorme will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. First pitch on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. Still without a home run, 9 driven in. Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at third, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball 1. 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
San Diego down to their final strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Colorado Rockies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Darwinson Hernandez gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Joe Musgrove takes the loss, only his 1st of the year. Michael Givens records the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Padres, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.